Welcome back. Okay, we are now on lesson 3 of algebra concepts. This time we are solving one-step inequalities. The objective is, given a one-step inequality, the student will be able to solve it to 100% accuracy. First of all, you have to know what an inequality symbol is. There are 4 basic inequality symbols, but we're only going to be dealing with 2 of them right now. The first one is a less than sign. So in your chart right there, if you just want to write less than. Okay, and the other one is a greater than sign. Okay, and then in the box, you can write an example. For example, x is less than 4. Okay, an easy way to remember that is that less than sign looks like an L, so it's a less than. Okay, also the small part of it is headed towards the x. So that means x is any number that is less than 4. Okay, and an example of what x could be 1, 2, 3, any number that's less than 4 is what x could be. The opposite is the greater than sign. If I said instead x is greater than 4, that means that x could equal 5, 6, 7, etc. Okay? The bigger end of the greater than sign is facing the x. That means all those numbers are greater than the 4. Okay, now let's go to some examples. This time we're not just given that x is less than 4. You have to do one step of work to solve it. Okay, this first one says x divided by 4 is less than 7. Okay, rewrite it so that it looks like a fraction like mine. Okay, what you want to do is that you want this x that's right here to be by itself. This divide by 4, we don't want it to be there. So just like an equation, if this less than sign had been an equal sign, what we would do is do the opposite to each side. So instead of dividing by 4, what we're going to do is multiply that side by 4. What that does is it cancels out those 4s. When you divide by 4 and multiply by 4, that is undoing the division, so they undo each other and cancel out. Whatever you do to one side of an inequality, you have to do the same thing to the other side. So I'm going to multiply the other side by 4 also. So what you're left with is just the x on the left-hand side. So rewrite the x. You want to bring down the less than sign, just like you would if it was an equal sign. And then you actually want to do the multiplication of 7 times 4, which is 28. Okay, so your answer is x is less than 28. That means any number that's less than 28 will make the original problem true. So for example, the number 0 is less than 28. So if I would plug in 0 into the original problem and did 0 divided by 4 is less than 7, that would make it a true statement. 0 divided by 4 is 0, and 0 is less than 7, okay? So there are many solutions that will make this true. It's any number that's less than 28 that will make this true. You only have to go to this part, though. You just have to tell me any number less than 28 will make it true. Okay, example 2. Rewrite that as x divided by 3 is less than 2. Okay? Once again, you have a divided by 3 on the left side that you don't want there. So to undo division, you want to do multiplication on both sides. Times 3 times 3 on both sides. The multiply by 3 and the divide by 3 cancel out, so you are left with x on the left side. Bring down your less than sign and multiply then the 2 times the 3, which is 6. So your answer is x is less than 6. That means any number that's less than 6, such as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, will make this original problem true. Okay? At this point, stop the video and try example 3 yourself, and then come back and check. All right, example 3. This time we have x divided by 2 is greater than 8. To get the x by itself, you want to get rid of the divide by 2, which is to multiply both sides by 2. Okay? At times 2 in the divide by 2 cancels out on the left side. So you are left with x. Bring down your greater than sign. And then you do the multiplication of 8 times 2, which is 16. Okay? So your final answer is x is greater than 16. Any number that's greater than 16 will make this original problem true. So that would be 17, 18, 100, any of those numbers. Okay, at this point, what you should understand how to do is how to solve a one-step inequality to 100% accuracy. So if you understand, you may go on to the next video, or if you don't understand, you may replay the video again.